good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday night. I hope y'all have had a good Friday without seeing Shorty yet much. We've toned it back a little bit. Hey, we've had other stuff to do, y'all, you know what I mean? We out here with those bug zapper lights, not zip, 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 zip. What is that, Star Wars? Somebody will know. Somebody make me check me out right then. But yeah, Shorty's been having to do other stuff, like trying to rent a place nowadays. It's like when you try to rent somewhere, and I hope y'all like my background, by the way, my dark canvas I have. You can hear the crickets too. It's kind of like a real woodsy type scene out in the middle of nowhere where Bigfoot is about to join us probably in the next few minutes. Like, you don't know what might happen with Brandon Shorty Life Rice on Friday Night Funnies. We're just trying to chill out tonight, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Shorty, high speed, wide open, high speed chicken feed as people used to call it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't need to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like renting places, it's like you have to give your life history on what you've done before. And like my life history, we try to stay away from that. We're trying to move on to what's happening now, and that's happened good instead of what's happened bad. And it ain't too much good. But it is now that when you Google Shorty, it's not no picture like that. You know what I mean? No wanted picture behind the post office that's got my face going. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing like that no more. Like no 1919 Billy the Kid type of shit. You know what I mean? It's actually good things. You know what I mean? That kind of made me proud when I seen that. Because the last time when I was in Nashville, literally, I told the story about it. Got in an Uber driver, one of the first time I ever got in an Uber before, and actually was going to do comedy, and I'd be down. I was like, yeah, I'm famous. I'm the famous person ever. And he Googled me, and it was me and a girl named Whitney she fell through the ceiling over in Johnson City one time. No shit, true story. She was a guard at Washington County's her daughter. It was his daughter, and the girl I rented off of was her stepmother, come to find out. Like, yeah, it's a whole big old story. Like, yeah, now that was a crazy one. That was a crazy one. But yeah, what about, like, they want to know, like, the last time you shit, they want to know how long your turd was. They're asking, like, so many questions, like, are you an organ donor? I'm like, motherfucker, I guess if they want my organs, I guess I'll let them get the liver that's probably wore out, and then the lungs that that's nothing but scraping THC off of them. You know, that's all it is. You know what I mean? From all the shit that I've smoked before, there ain't no telling what else is in my lungs. Scraping that shit off like your resin a bowl. You know what I mean? Like scraping the resin off of a bowl. But it's like it's like when I come outside to do my thing tonight, I even sprayed some cologne on. It's like I'm going out in front of 100,000 people, and they're gonna be, oh yeah, smell like Shorty. You know what I mean? I don't know why. It's just a habit. Shorty don't like to be nasty. Like, you know what I mean? You can't be nasty. If you want to be, like, you can't be nasty. Like, I'm matched too good to be nasty. Like, everybody wants to know it, but yeah. But yeah, Friday Night Funnies, y'all. You know what I mean? We just sit around. It's like sitting around a campfire singing Kumbaya with somebody you might know or you might not know. If you know me, then throw something out there and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? But I seen my mom come in there today, and my mom thinks Fox News is like Jesus. We'll just go like that. Jesus. Fox News is Jesus, and CNN is the devil. Like, Fox News never lies. CNN is nothing but liars. You know what I mean? But they must have been some preacher or something that come out and said that Jesus hated Republicans. And I was like, Lord, have mercy. I was like, does Jesus really hate them people that bad because they are a certain belief or something? I was like, well, hell far. I was like, Jesus, I don't know if that's true or not, or if that's just something somebody said. But it must have been on the news, and like a lot of news nowadays, it's a lot of craziness that you don't even know whether to believe it or not. It's like, did that really even happen? It's like, because today's Friday, and I always do this joke, it's Friday. You're supposed to be fried all day long. If you're not on Friday, then they need to change the name of Friday, because it's offensive to people that can't smoke pot in these states that where marijuana is not illegal. You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all. Like, if everybody in America can't do it, they need to change the name of it. It's kind of like that. It's like, wow, is that really what's about to happen because somebody mentioned it and somebody took it way too far? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Lord Jesus. It's like, I wouldn't even have said that. You know what I mean? But it's like craziness on the news now. Like Donald Trump, everybody knows people. Everybody listens to news and knows who Donald Trump is. If you don't know, then just give it a Google one time. But talk about TikTok is run by China. I didn't know that. And if it's run by China, then they probably can see everything that everybody on TikTok does, honestly. I don't know, but if I had to think so, then yes, they're probably a lot smarter over there doing their little shit. I don't know what they're doing over there, but if I had to guess, I believe they probably are watching to see what everybody in America's doing, whether you probably want to or not. If you're on TikTok, you're being, you know what I mean? But it's crazy. Like, he's like, no more TikTok after so many days, done. I mean, how you gonna shut down TikTok? Like, what are you gonna do? Go to the internet? Like, excuse me, Mr. Internet, can you click this one thing and get it to F off of my Mother Loving website? I don't believe I want it on my Loving website. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because what else do you do? I don't understand what you even do. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you do? Cut it off, I guess. Cut the piece of the wire that runs TikTok, right? You know what I mean? But no, I was trying to watch the last 4 minutes of the Boston Celtics and 76ers. I was trying to get a peek in. I was watching it because Boston was up by 1. Philly's down 2-0. Embiid's having a good game, it looked like. I mean, come on, Jason Tatum. Pull us out of the mud right here. So when I get off Facebook Live, I can go in there and have a W, baby, and be 3-0. Like, I know everybody's Lakers fans. Y'all better worry about Portland out there in Los Angeles. And anybody, Laker fan, you better worry about Portland first. You better not have broke Dame Lillard's hand just because LeBron needs a little bit of help. Because you get by them, you're going to have to see Denver or Utah next. Ooh-wee. Like, y'all got a long road to hoe. And if LeBron hoes it, 3 teams, shit, you right there. Hey, if you ain't above Jordan, you right there with him. You know what I mean? Because Jordan went 6-0. I mean, come on, y'all. Like, that's a debate a lot of people have, Jordan or LeBron. If LeBron brings you another title in L.A., then I'm saying yes, we're right there. But Jordan did do 6-0. Jordan was a clutch player. LeBron's done some titles he should have probably won. But guess what? That's not LeBron. LeBron's done a lot more, too, than Jordan has done in certain categories. Just like he is. If he wins 3 with 3 different teams, yes, he stacked the deck on them, but guess what? That's how sometimes the game of poker's played. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Everybody else stack the deck too. So come on. If LeBron wins another title in LA this year after everybody being healthy, now I know people get hurt, but being healthy like this, then it's going to be a long road to hoe for LA fans. But in the East, you got to beat honest. I'm a Celtic fan, but you got to beat honest. You know what I mean? Like, literally, have to beat honest, and that's what you got to worry about being a fan in the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? But yes, I know Orlando beat them, but come on, y'all. The Bucks ain't having that. They are not having that. They come out last night and won by, like, whatever. You know what I mean? In Houston, you don't know what Houston's going to do, but they're playing OKC, right? So, I mean, I know I'm wearing the kind of OKC colors, but Chris Paul, you good now. But if you was on the Lakers, you'd be a lot better, probably. You know what I mean? And I can see that being the next place Chris Paul goes. But, no, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, has anybody ever seen goat yoga? Could you let these goats get on your back and stretch out and, like, probably poop on you once or twice or drop a little bit of pee driblets on you? Like, could you actually do that? Because I probably could. If it was relaxing enough, I'd let a dog cock its leg and piss on my head, and I'd wash my hair in it. You know what I mean? But no, it's like when you have kids and you actually, shout out to everybody that has kids and watch their kids 24 hours a day and is actually a father or a mother or a couple parenting whatever to the kids. Shout out to you and have a hard job. Like I said, daddy's trying to get back into kids' life. You gotta let some stuff fall how it may. But yes, when your kids are around, they ask some crazy questions. Like you know what I mean? Because they don't know no better. Kids don't know no better, and you can't be mad at them for asking questions that you might be uncomfortable with. So yes, it's hard asking questions or answering questions that might be uncomfortable for you parents, but go ahead and answer them the right way. You know what I mean? Teach your kids that they still are good people in America. You know what I mean? like, I had to give my son, a 13-year-old, you know what I mean, a talking to, because something must have happened where he went outside and was doing something with his hands in the woods, because yes, he gets outside and actually he's not on the phone 24/7. So yes, he's actually not on it. But he come back in the house and must have went to actually have some fun with himself and started giving it the like that. And guess what? Listen, this come to find out it's poison ivy. But what it was is that we come to find out that I swear I thought he had to clap. There wasn't no way around it. There wasn't no other way to say it, because everything he said, 7 out of 10 things led me to say that it was this. I was like, you ain't telling me everything. But there's 7 out of 10, I was like, odds are good for this. But yes, he went to the doctor and come to find out it was poison ivy in the head of his dick. It's like, son, if you don't wash your hands before you jerk your dick, then what is the soap at the sink in the bathroom even sitting there for? Dove makes that for a reason. You know what I mean? Like Dove, Dial, Zest, Body Clean, whatever, makes that for a reason, don't they? You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to your kids, you know what I mean? Make them wash their hands before they even start playing with themselves or anything remotely like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like doing the right thing, it's harder than like doing the wrong thing, you know what I mean? It's always, I keep hearing dogs, I think. Shh, we said, be quiet, tonight is the night we ride, dirty camouflage hummus. No, you just don't ever know who's gonna walk up behind your house nowadays and ask some kind of crazy ass question like, hey, don't move. It's my house, buddy. I don't know you'll be. I'm not you'll be. I ain't got no dog, I ain't got no pistol. What am I supposed to? Hands up. You know what I mean? Just like when I was fishing that time, I was like, holy cat shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know who's gonna walk up in your backyard. But anyway, no, like doing the right thing in the state of Tennessee is a lot harder than selling dope. Like if you're trying to get unemployment or if you're trying to get care, insurance, food stamps, whatever you're trying to do, it's like when Shorty does these things, it's like they've already got his picture setting up there. When my phone calls, it's like, do not answer this phone. Answer at your own risk. This mother lover will talk to you for 14 hours and 32 minutes and make sure that you've got everything spelled correctly, and then you cannot deny him what he's trying to ask for. But the only thing it says Donald Trump says do not give this man no state funding, because if you feed a dog, he will come back like he has for his whole life. We are trying to cut bait with this man and send him to another state. So they're trying to cut bait with Shorty. It's like you can't feed that old dog. You got to throw scalding hot water on that dog outside and scald, get out of here, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, because the state of Tennessee, like, because I've been put in jail before, and I didn't believe this for a long time. And I don't know if it ever happened to me before, but I guarantee it has somewhere. I remember when they was actually throwing people in jail, making them actually pay for being in jail. Like paying rent. It's like, mother lover, I can't even find a place out here. You think I want to come to your nasty ass hotel and not get but 4 or 5 channels and have to hear some dude sit back there and tell me that I can't have this bitch over to let my little nut get off? You know what I mean? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Like, no, I'm not going to pay them rent, and I think that is called extortion, if I'm not mistaken, because you have a man incarcerated and they're like, no, get in there and you're going to pay me for being in there. It's like, I didn't want the bologna sandwiches. I didn't want that. Like, if you're going to McDonald's or something and you're giving 2 for 1, then we'll think about the process of talking about it. But no, like none of this. Like, you're charging me to be in here. It's like, I can pay another extra $100 and have a 3-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, and I can shit in my own living room instead of shitting in front of 45 people standing out here going, shit, shit, shit. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Because especially if you've ever been that person everybody knows and went into jail in Washington County before, and everybody that knows you, and you're like, can I at least take a shit, y'all? It's like, come on, y'all. Let me at least get the cigarettes out. Can I at least get the cigarettes out of my ass so we can smoke them? Like, what are y'all going to do? Jump behind me and smoke them coming out of my ass, roll them that face? Like, drop, whoop, drop, whoop. It's like rolling tampons. Like, what if women had to roll tampons with JOB papers with, like, some couch cushions and use fireworks? You know what I mean? The firework thing for it. You know what I mean? That'd be a kaboom if something ever happened. Bitch, you piss me off. Light that sucker. Watch it go kaboom and catch on fire. You know what I mean? But yeah, what if women had to do that? What if they actually had to roll their own tampons? That would be so crazy, wouldn't it? Like, what'd they do back in the day? Just break some hay up? I have no idea. I just thought of that. Just literally, it's like whoop, whoop through my head. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday Night Funnies. Like, I see a couple people on here, and I'm like, thank y'all. You know what I mean? Everybody gets on here and he listens to Shorty. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what we should be doing. We should be like listening to Shorty, and Shorty's got to take you to that spot. You know what I mean? Like, I was going to talk about shitting in the corner at Taco Bell. Like, 'cause I know, you know what I mean, a lot of people has never took a shit in the corner at Taco Bell, and I think that's what separates me from anybody. You know what I mean? Because I have. Like, Jose Uribe dared me one time at the Taco Bell up next to, it was a CD store at one time, right behind the whole McDonald's in Irwin, right there across the street from Hardee's, in that shopping complex down there. Anyway, took a shit in it, went and wiped, because he's like, I'll bet you $20 and I'll smoke a blunt with you if you will shit right there in that floor, Shorty. Right there. If you will poop right there in that floor, poop right there, Shorty. You won't do it. You won't. Guess what? I did it, and I swear it was crazy to do, because I sat like that against the thing and pooped, wiped my ass and left it laying, and got in a fight actually over it. And I'm sorry, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, to you and Mr. Other Man that had to do all that. And I'm sorry for that, because that was a childish thing to do, but it was, at the time, it was not. It was so funny, I couldn't help it. That's the stupid stuff Shorty has done to people, and then actually can stand up on his own 2 feet and say sorry for it. You know what I mean? That's why my comedy's better than anybody, because I'll throw a fucking lure in a tree and make fun of myself before anybody else can. I hope y'all like a rattlesnake hat. I hate snakes. Like, imagine if you was at somebody's house, all sleeping like that, and when them things slithered its old slithery ass up on you or something, and just locked down, you're like, couldn't breathe. Fuck no, man, hell no, get me away from that. Oh, it gives me the creepy crawlers, you know what I mean? But I hope everybody's ready for Tennessee football. We start off with South Carolina. Who's ready to watch Jeremy Pruitt? I'm ready to watch Jeremy Pruitt give us a head coach for once, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not talking too much about it, because if I talk too much about it, then we'll come out and we'll be straight trash like we've been every year, because Jerry Garantano don't have no dog in him. If he had a dog in him, he ain't got no dog in him. He's got to have pit bull in him. His mother's probably so ugly that she took the pit out of pit bull. You know what I mean? Like, Garantano, I don't even know if you're still there. I believe you are. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he is, and that's why I ran about him. I sat right there a year and a half ago or whatever it was and watched him at Vanderbilt not even look at that football field when he was down by 14 points in the 4th quarter now, and did not rally that team to come back and try to do nothing that game. Like, come on, Jerry Garantano, you better than that. If you're playing in Knoxville, you got a better head than that. Come on, we made Josh Dobbs a backup quarterback in Jacksonville now, ain't he? Ain't he behind Nick Foles, if I'm not mistaken? So shout out to Josh Dobbs, you know what I mean? But yes, if I'm not mistaken, Garantano's there. If he ain't, then thank God. I don't care who it is. Like I said, I've not been getting to look at it that much, because I just haven't looked at it. That's what it is. Because if I look at it, then I start getting these pictures of trophies and stuff, and that's just not what it is being a Tennessee Vol fan. But I can brag about being a Tennessee basketball fan too, though. But this right here is like, what are they, 3rd, 4th ranking overall in recruiting in basketball in the country this year? Like, that's so crazy to see Knoxville and Rick Barnes doing such a good job down there. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. Go Tennessee Vols. Have to be. I have to roll Tennessee. Everybody's like, oh, Shorty, you'll be an Alabama fan next week. Well, guess what? They might be a good play. It happens in Alabama, and Shorty might talk about it. But guess what? We're going to bleed orange. No matter how you look at it, you can't help it. I'm sorry, and if nobody likes that, then I'm not going to say, except the only tide it rolls is downhill, the toilet bowl tide. Like, come on now, y'all know that. And I'm so glad they took this out of I'm so glad they took that out of college football, because that was just stupidity. I don't know why they even let Florida fans have that. I don't even know why they even play Florida in Gainesville. Like, Florida fans, like, there's some of yous that are good people, I'll give yous that, but y'all are rare and few and far between. But listen here, y'all just, look, this right here, I'm just glad they done it to y'all. That's all I can say. I'm so happy they done it to y'all, because guess what? They'll take our dog next. Our hound dog will be the next thing gone. But I'm so glad it happened to y'all first before it happened to us, because I don't like Florida. I've always hated Florida just because that's the rival team, and there ain't nobody that's a Tennessee fan can say anything good about Florida except they have Tim Tebow. Like, that's so crazy that I've just Florida, you know what I mean? But see, guess what? I'm still on the Florida kicking, because I'm still kicking Florida fans because they're down. You know what I mean? I know they're actually not. They're actually a better football team as of now than Tennessee is. So I can't got nothing to say about that. But what I am saying is that Florida fans have been able to chant and like win for a lot longer than Tennessee fan has. So yes, that's my rival against fan, and that's the only game that I don't care if Tennessee loses every one, as long as we beat the Florida Gators every year. That's all right. That's all we want. That's all we want. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been in your ear for too long now. I don't even know how long I've been on here. But y'all have a good Friday night. Y'all get out. Y'all stay fried all Friday. If not, let's change the name of Friday to Sunday or something. I don't know. We'll copy another day's name. But y'all stay safe out there. Don't catch the corona. Thank y'all for listening to me. Thank y'all for watching me. The people that's going to watch me, hopefully. Y'all have a good, safe Friday night. We'll see y'all next week. Hey, let's hope Boston won this ball game tonight, baby. Y'all have a good Friday night. Y'all have a good day.